Hi, everybody at home. Good morning and welcome to the graduation for Class 21 of the ET Machinist Job Training Program. My name is Jamie McGrath. I'm the Assistant Program Director, and I'm excited and honored to welcome all our graduates and staff here today and welcome you all here watching from home. Our program was started in 1997 when Essex County Community Organization and IUE CWA Local 201 realized there was a need in our community for highly skilled machinists and for individuals to have access to training and resources. The goal was to provide this opportunity to anyone, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, social and economic status, and all of the above. If you needed access to skills so you can obtain a better career and living wage for your family, you are a perfect fit for our program. Through the years, we had our challenges. We didn't always have access to the resources we have today, like computers in our classroom or state-of-the-art machines. There were years that we weren't even sure we would receive funding to run our program. One year we even had to end early because our funding was cut. So for us, when this pandemic hit, we faced more unknowns. It was just another bump in the road. Our staff and students didn't give up. We used Zoom to continue to meet each night for classes. We extended our subscription with Tooling U. Mike even brought home a simulator so he could teach the students the controls on Zoom. Tiffany set us up in Edmodo as a communication tool where we could share assignments and updates. Our students quickly learned how to submit assignments online and work remotely. Sometimes setting up mini study groups in our Zoom room, sometimes being there earlier than class had to even start. Our goals didn't change, we just evolved, like we have for the past 20 years, and it's all thanks to the amazing staff, students, and all of our supporters. So here today, for the very first time ever, we are having a virtual graduation. I want to start off by thanking Lynn Community TV for helping us with streaming today so we can share this moment with those who couldn't be here with us. Speaking of everyone at home, thank you so much, each and every family and friend who supported our students during this program. We know that this year especially required a lot of flexibility and time from each student, and having a support system was a large factor in their success. Thank you for everything. Thank you to the NAMC and AMTEP programs for their partnership and support of our program. And then last but not least, we would like to thank Mayor Thomas McGee, Senator Brendan Creighton, State Representative Peter Capano, and the new Lynn Coalition Executive Director, Jeff Crosby, for always advocating and supporting. I'd like to give each of them a moment to come on up and say hello. Peter, why don't we start with you?
Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here. I think I've been here every year for every graduation that we've had from the beginning. When this program started many years, was it 1997? 1997. We had no idea it would last as long as it had and be as successful as it was. And at that time, there was a shortage of machinists. People were getting laid off from GE, and there was a demand for living wage jobs in the community, in the city of Lynn. And that hasn't changed. That hasn't changed to this day. The demand is stronger now than ever. We got a little bump in the road with this virus, and when we get to the other side, things are going to be strong again. You can't go wrong if you have a skill. And as all the work that you put into this, the determination that it took, the support from your family and friends, some of you, probably a lot of you, have other jobs, and to just get through this whole thing is a real tribute to the human spirit, to what can happen when people come together to make something work that's worthwhile like this. I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy the program still exists, and hopefully we can keep this program going for a long time. I got to hand it to Tony and Rob and Mike and others. You know, there's too many to mention for putting this, not only putting this together today. It's hard enough to put together a ceremony like this normally, but with the circumstances we're under, this is a nice setting. and it's a real tribute. And this class, more than any that I can remember before, going back a long time, has really had to stick with it through all that's gone on. And you really deserve a round of applause for all of you right here, right now. And I'd like to give yourselves a hand. You deserve it. Going forward, the teamwork that you've all exhibited, working together with yourselves, and like the support you have from all your friends and family to make this work, that should continue as you go on to further your education, to get a job in the industry, and hopefully give something back. We have a citation here that we presented to all the students. I don't know if we've done that before, but it's well deserved. I'm going to read it. And all the students have recognition from the state legislature. And I'm going to read it, and it says, "Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to this class. In recognition of your successful graduation from the E-Team Machinist Training Program, the entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors." Signed by the Speaker of the House, Robert DeLeo, myself, State Representative Dan Cahill, Senator Brendan Crichton, and on behalf of the state delegation, I'd like to thank you all for the work that you've done, because it's your success that will allow this program to continue in the future. Thank you.
Jeff, did you want to come up and say a few words? That's the hardest part on and off, right?
Thank you all, and congratulations. You all have a trade now. You made it through and succeeded, and it's got to be the craziest E-Team class there's ever been, and there's been some hard ones. We're living in a city right now. A lot of y'all are from Lynn or nearby, where there's thousands of people lost their jobs, and thousands of people are hungry. Just straight up hungry. Especially, I'm thinking a lot of the folks who work here and their kids go to our schools, they pay taxes, but they don't have the citizenship status that gets the benefits that some of the rest of us get. It's hard for me to imagine the kind of getting through this class like y'all did when all the economic pressure that's put on your family and support that they gave you in all of this. But also just the isolation of it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm zoomed out. I just want to hug somebody, anybody, Tony, anybody, Just, it wears on you. And you all kind of made it through anyway, and I congratulate you on that. Also the teachers and staff, who had to kind of adjust again and again, try to figure out how to make this thing happen. When my union, Local 201, and ECHO, the church group, and Temples started this 23 years ago, I guess now, nobody thought they needed machinists. They had closed the program. I remember the shop teacher at Peabody High School called me and said, "How are you doing this? They closed my program." Ended it. GE ended their apprentice program. And I think a lot of it was just prejudice against blue-collar work. People did not understand the intellect and the brains, the intelligence and skills that it takes to do the kinds of stuff that y'all have learned how to do. And I appreciate college learning. I went back to school, got a degree when I was 40, got a master's when I was 57. But it's the machining trade that put food on my family's table for 33 years working at GE. And I actually did better than a lot of my friends who didn't go that route. Tried to get a 4-year degree, and it didn't work out that well for them. When we started this, we were just, the churches and the unions, just asking what was then the scariest question you could ask anybody, which is, what are your kids going to do for a living? And we ended up, coming up with this program, and started with just 8 or 10 people sitting around the old Union Hall from the churches and the union down on Bennett Street. I remember, but knowing that and figuring out what was needed didn't get us there. What got us there was organizing and working and fighting for it. I remember one day over at St. Stephen's, we had 600 people came out in a rainstorm to ask who was then Mayor Pat McManus to support the program. And we did it from the bottom up. And every year since then, we had to keep fighting for it and try to defend what we got and keep going. I think Jamie mentioned, I remember one year had to shut down right in the middle of the class because we ran out of money. So there's other times the teachers didn't get paid and they just kept coming in, with the hope that they would come eventually, they get the money for it. And that's how it works. I had my job at GE paid good wages and benefits because we had a union where we could get it for us. I drank my coffee this morning looking out at Breed's Pond, which is a beautiful place. Anybody here ever been fishing in Breed's Pond? That's good, because it's illegal. I just thought I'd check. But I had, that was built as a job project in the 30s. And we did it then because people worked for that. And I'm getting Social Security now. I'm 69 years old. The reason I have some security in retirement is because people fought for it. So it's your own hard work that got you here. And I hope every one of you, I'm sure, is going to walk away really proud today. But we're also tied to each other and folks that came before us in 1,000 ways. And we stand on the work of others, all of us do. And what we do now will determine, in turn, our children's future. So it's up to us, and it's up to you, and it's up to our community to see where we go. So congratulations to all of you. You can all be proud, and you're going to add a lot to this town and to the North Shore and to wherever your employers are. Good luck.
I was gonna say we should probably be wiping this as we go. The fun part of social distancing and sanitization, wipes on TV. All right. So now we are going to introduce our students by team. We'll have them come up later, but I at least want to announce their names and let you know who they are. We have the blue team, who is Alondra Diaz, Nikki Duong, Jordan Francis, Stephen Goller, Joseph Lannon, Joseph Lassard Ray. You guys can stand up, give them a round of applause. That's a good idea. All right. The red team, Cheryl Chesbro, Brendan Keller, Alex Ortiz, Perry Raymond, and Miros Ruiz. Thank you. Our black team, Julio Cora, David Daigle, Julie Harkins, Jonathan Mai, Andre Robinson, and Freddie Rodriguez. Ooh. I don't know who I forgot. Sorry. Figure that out. Brown team, Albert Cronin, Yareth M., Haley Lighthizer, Ty Neck, Rick Pock, and Terrence Spence. And our green team, Justin Serow, Chan Tang, Saran Yan, Eric Young. Congratulations, graduates. And last, but certainly not least with my introductions, I want to introduce our staff. First and foremost is Margie Crosby, who is our volunteer math tutor. Anthony Dunn, our program director, machine shop teacher, innovation and creativity, and business communications teacher. Joe Fountain, our metal fab and welding teacher. Pamela Frazier, our career prep and counselor. Kim McFarland, our math teacher. Tiffany McFarland, our math and computer teacher. Fernando Medrano, also our metal fabrication and welding teacher. Robert Peterson, our graduate assistant in the machine shop. Michael Pickering, our machine shop, blueprint, CNC, and GD&T teacher. And Michael Leone, our machine shop, shop theory, and inspection and tools teacher. So now we're going to introduce one person from each team to come up and say a few words. First, we're going to start with the blue team, Joseph.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. give a special thanks to all of the teachers who give their extra time after being regular teachers to help teach us after they're done with their regular school day. Our team put in a lot of work. And when I say our team, I don't mean just the blue team, I mean everybody. With this whole pandemic thing going on, it took a real swing of a right turn. And I think we all came together real well to keep each other motivated and to keep each other ready to graduate. It's really not much I have to say other than that. I'm very proud of everybody here. And going forward, if anybody can't find a job and needs a job, you can always use me as a reference.
All right, next from the red team is Cheryl.
Okay, so I wrote it down. Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here today, a graduate of the ET Machinist training program, which is truly that, a team. And that was proven every day throughout the course, and especially throughout this pandemic. I believe we have learned more than ever how to come together as a team. We have supported each other through text, calls, and video chats, as well as tutored one another. We stayed united and connected through it all. A special thank you to my team, the red team, also known as the Fire Squad. Whose idea was that again? Still beats Los Yankees. But I am very grateful for all of you. You did not let me give up no matter how many times I said I was going to. You helped me through, and I'm so thankful for my team. Also, thank you to the honorary red team members, as our team calls you guys. I made it through this program, as challenging as it was, with all of your help, and we all did it together. The director, Tony Dunn, believed in me since the day of the interview, and that kept me going. I'd of course like to thank my loved ones for being supportive and understanding, helpful throughout this course. A year ago, I barely understood what a CNC machinist was, and today I am employed as one. I also want to personally thank every one of the staff who did everything to assure we got this education and training. You have all gone above and beyond for us. I truly believe this class will be remembered for a very long time. Thank you all, and congratulations, Class 21. We did it together. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Next up, we have David from the black team.
Yeah, I try to be prepared a little bit. All right, so hi, you guys all know I'm Dave from the black team. First, I just want to thank all the family and friends, Mayor Thomas McGee, Senator Crichton, and State Representative Peter Capano for showing your support and just for sharing this moment with us. It wasn't easy to get where we are today, for the students or for the staff. The amount of resiliency, critical thinking, self-sacrifice, and dedication that went into making this a successful year is not to be taken lightly. I'm proud of each and every one of us who stands here today, and I am forever grateful to Tony and the whole E-Team staff for making it happen. I really thought the year was over when COVID hit. Just not lying. But the E-Team had a solution within record time. I mean, you guys just within like a week or two already said, hey, get ready for meetings, get ready, we're going to be going. And sure enough, the school year kept going. And with that said too, I really feel this year captured the essence of what the E-Team is about. We're a diverse group of people who come from many different backgrounds. One thing we had in common is that we've all had struggles that have held us back from advancing to that next level in life that we were trying to reach. Many of us living through those struggles while attending this school. That alone wasn't easy. Now we're going to throw in a global pandemic into the mix. So I say this year captured the essence of the E-Team because this year was far from normal. You know, like most of us attending this program, the staff had to step out of their comfort zones, put in a ton of extra time, and not give up after facing so many unexpected challenges. You know, a great example of that was watching Mr. Pickering on those first few Zoom meetings. It's pretty funny, but, you know, after a couple of sessions, he's figured it out, and sure enough, we all learned GD and T. You know, people joining this program aren't exactly living that normal life. You know, a lot of us have been held back from life circumstances, poor choices we may have made in the past, and sometimes just our own mindsets. You know, some of us have struggled, you know, not going to sugarcoat it, some of us have struggled with homelessness, abuse, drug abuse, you know, living the street life. Some of us have just crippling depression and anxiety. But even though, you know, we may feel that society has defined us by those struggles and may have turned their back on us, you know, I want you to know that is far from who we are. You know, we are strong, we're gritty, determined individuals. You know, also society hasn't turned its back on us, and this program is proof of that. You know, I want to thank the E-Team staff for shedding light on those truths and for giving us the little push in the right direction that we needed to get to where we are today. You know, I think I speak for all of us when I say we want to be successful and self-sufficient. You know, to get there, you can't just be given everything. You can't be given all the answers. You actually got to put in the work for it. So again, I want to thank E-Team for giving us the tools we needed to be successful. You know, I'm thankful you didn't just give us all the answers, and that you actually pushed us to work for it, and we're stronger because of it. You know, for lack of a better way of putting it, the beauty of this program is that the only possible way to fail this program is with your own actions or lack of action. Meaning, you won't fail because you don't have a computer or a ride. I mean, there was staff driving around from houses to houses, dropping off whatever we needed, not to mention they were disinfecting everything and taking all those precautions that went into it. You will never be left behind in this program. And you guys have gone so above and beyond for everything, you know, that I could ever imagine, and I'm forever grateful for that. You know, I don't know of any other program, private or state funded like this. The majority of us wouldn't be here right now if we had to come up with the money or apply for loans ourselves. You know, so I want to thank the state of Massachusetts for funding this amazing program. You know, I really think that this program should be used as a model for other programs across the country. You know, this program takes some of the most disenfranchised citizens in this country and turns them into successful individuals who contribute to society. You know, it's a win-win for everybody involved. But it's official, we did it. You know, I'm proud of each and every one of us. Let's keep riding that success into our careers and our everyday lives. The hard work never ends, but let's take some time to celebrate this great achievement. And again, I'm so grateful to have met each and every single one of you and to say that I'm part of the E-Team 2020 Class 21 COVID edition class. And there we go. So.
All right, next up from the Brown team is Terrence Spence.
Hello, hello. Terrence with an E. I just want to say thank you to the E-Team staff. Definitely, you know, they giving us a different path that we can take and succeed in life. Like David just said, we all had troubles that we went through, and this is definitely giving us a different path that we can take and start a new career. I would like to thank the Brown team, all the teams. We all came together as a group. When one of us was slacking, anybody would step up and help each other. Just want to shout out to the E-Team. Thank you.
And last but not least, Green Team Eric.
Hey everybody, It's nice to see everyone again. I feel like it's been forever since I saw the whole group together. And, everyone at home, thanks for rolling out of bed to turn on your TV and your computer. Appreciate that. So at the beginning of the year, I was lucky enough to be chosen out of all the applicants, and I was placed on the green team. And my new friend and my teammate Saren came up with our team name, the Green Machine. I know, it's a pretty simple name, but I think it's fitting because we all, as a group, not just our team, but the entire class, we worked very hard, we meshed together well, and we worked without relent, without stopping. And as far as teams are concerned, in my schooling years, I wasn't a big fan of the whole team environments. I'm kind of a shy guy, as you probably can tell from me talking right now. And, I wanted to always just do my work and not step on anyone's toes, but I saw that this class was like an unbelievable opportunity, so I decided to push myself, out of my comfort zone. And, I decided to, go out for a leadership role in the group. And I think Tony must have noticed that I was a little nervous because he chose me as one of his nominees for the project leader. And normally that was something I wouldn't even consider, but like I said, I decided to, just go for it. And luckily enough, I was chosen. Second place to tie, of course, And being one of the leaders was really stressful for me. I mean, I was freaking out a little bit because it was a fairly new experience, and I wanted our project I wanted everyone, to feel like their contributions mattered, and I was listening and hearing everyone, and it's a lot of people to talk to. And unfortunately, as y'all can imagine, the virus threw a pretty big wrench in our plans as far as the project was concerned. All the schools got shut down back in March, so we didn't get to build our design out, which is a bummer. But without missing a beat, the staff, as Jamie mentioned, we transitioned into our online learning without, I don't even think we missed like 2 days of class or something like that. And if I was their boss or their investor, I'd be very impressed with their work. But even, like I said, without missing many classes or, not having a lot of hands-on time with the machine, the teachers did a great job of, helping us prepare for our certification tests at the end of the year, and I believe most of us passed, which is awesome. Great job, guys. All right, to finish it up, I know this group of people isn't going to let, as we've shown, we're not going to let any obstacles slow us down. And I'm really proud and really excited to work with you all in our new trade in the industry. So, congrats, guys. Thank you.
Well, I think we were going to try to get Kaz on Zoom, but I can't really see the computer right now. So Kaz, if you are out there, Kaz, Adam Kaczynski is the president of IUE Local 201, and he's actually from class 13 of the ET Machinist training program. So if you are out there, hello to all our alumni. But I have no idea how to get you up on that Zoom, so we're going to skip that. We're going to go right into awards because that's the best part of this. Everybody, all the teachers, yeah, right? All the teachers get to come up here and give out their own individual awards, and then we have graduate certificates. So we're going to start with our Career Prep Award with Pam. Can you come be Vanna? Oh, you're going to Vanna? I was going to make Rob Vanna.
Oh, I'm up next year.
Want to give me my award?
All right. First of all, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. You should all be so proud. One person that has stepped out of the box a little bit here, I want to give you this award. Class 21 with the ET Machinist Training Program. This person has completed 36 hours of instructional practical experience. Julie Harkins, if you could please come up.
Congrats. Next, we have our Dedication Award with Mr. Robert Peterson.
Hello. So this would be my 7th year volunteering as an assistant teacher. Combining those 7 years with my time as a student, I have maintained perfect attendance. That's why I get to give out the dedication award. Now, class 21 with the E-Team Machinist Training Program, this person has shown superior dedication to the E-Team, his fellow students, and his career goals. Joseph Lessard Rye.
Congrats. Next up is our math award with Kim and Tiff.
Hi, everybody. First, we just want to say congratulations to you all. We're so proud of everything that you accomplished this year. In this particular class, we had so many strong math students, as you all know. It was so difficult to choose someone for this award. So what Kim and I decided was that we wanted to give this award to the person who had shown the most improvement and dedication to mathematics, and that person was Al Cronin.
Next, we have Mike Leone with our Shop Theory and Inspection and Tools Award.
Good morning. Thanks. I just want to say first thanks to Tony and thanks to everybody for being a part of this. This is pretty incredible thing he's got going on here. He's been doing it for many years, and I'm just honored. So in the beginning, when we had to do COVID, I had like 3 softwares, 2 reminding softwares from the high school. I had stuff to learn for Zoom, everything else, and I got one guy in the background asking me for more. Not only was he asking me for more, he was sending the message with other students. Who was it? Cheryl or Julie? Somebody had to tell me that Rick wanted more. So Rick, come on up. You did a fabulous job at tooling you. You went above and beyond everybody. Way above and beyond. 90 or so, a whole bunch. Yep. And texting me and having other people text me too. Thanks, Rick.
Oh, next we have metal fabrication with Fernando and Joe.
Hey, this is how long we've been out. I zoomed away from Zoom, but I enjoyed this year a lot. It was the easiest year I've had in a long time because I didn't do anything for a long time. I know what retirement is now, and I like it a lot better than I thought I was going to like it. And the way we picked the Metal Fab Student of the Year, outstanding student, is somebody who steps up when there's a void. Somebody needs help, or somebody is in trouble, or somebody can't finish their project. And a lot of you guys deserve this award. But Fernando's been trying to get his plow ready for a couple of years now. He's sitting over there, and one day a lot of the people finished early, and they were like sitting around, and I was like, what are they doing? And then one student in that group in particular stepped up to the base and was welding for Fernando on his plow. And he worked very hard at it. It was a pretty long day for him after finishing his project. So I was very proud of that student, and that student has showed interest in other areas. There are other places you can go. Not everybody's going to be a machinist. I was a machinist for 6 weeks, and I didn't like it. So, but you're still a machine operator or a machinist, no matter what. So anything you learned from us is going to help you to take another step up. So I really loved doing this all these years. Tony told me I was retired this year. We'll see if he calls me back again. No, he said I was going to go to the great happy hunting ground, which means I'm going to die. But I don't think I'm going to die yet. I'm going to keep my mask on for that. No, this is done. I'm done. But you're great people, and I'm very impressed with what I saw on Zoom. And you were in one of the best programs in the world, really. So I'm going to give this to my best friend, Mr. Fernando Medrano.
I have no words. Honestly, you guys were awesome. The tenacity, the amount of tenacity that it takes to pull through what we've all been what we've gone through, and when we continue to go through, is beyond words. It's so surreal. But this particular award goes out to Julio Cora. Congratulations.
Thank you. All right, now we have Mike for the Machinist of the Year. And something else.
Machinist Craftsman of the Year.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, a couple of shout outs before we get going here. I want to thank Tiffany for all the hard work she did on Edmodo. Oh my God. I could not figure out how to upload a document. I said, Tiff, help. She said, just send them to me. I'll take care of it. So thank you so much for that. Also, you guys don't know her, but Jamie's sister, Caitlin, helped us out a lot with right at the beginning with the Zoom, showing myself and maybe Tony and a couple other people how to actually use that program properly. Anybody that was at my first class knows I had no clue. But it worked out real well in the end, and I think we did really well with the whole Zoom issue. It really saddens me that we couldn't get all of us back in the shop as much as we should have, but it is what it is, and I'm really proud of all of you for sticking with it. You should be proud of yourselves, and don't give up on this. This is a treat. It's not something that we give away easily. You know, there was over 150 applicants for this class, and the other people we chose. Don't give up. Get out there, find a job, make your life that much better. You don't have to be a machinist to be in a machine shop. There's inspection, there's deburring, there's 100 different types of jobs in machine shop that require people like yourself with the skills that you have. So don't be afraid to go out and just knock on doors. The worst they're going to say is no. And if they say no, go knock on the next door. Sooner or later, somebody's going to say yes. So do yourself a favor and don't give up. Don't waste what we did for you and what you did for yourself. So, that being said, Machinist Craftsman of the Year Award, Class 21, E-Team Machinist Training Program. This person has exhibited a dedication to precision, workmanship, and inspired leadership through 272 hours of instruction in the machine shop. This certificate is granted with the collaboration of the ECHO team, partnership, and in conjunction with the IUE-CWA Local 201, North Shore Labor Council, Boston Tooling and Machining Association, and the advisory board of the E-Team Machinist Training Program. And the thing that makes it the best is I gave it out. So I got two of them, Eric Young and Perry Raymond. Come on down. Thank you, daughter.
Get out of here. All right. Now some awards that I get to give out, which I get to be biased and say I give out the best awards, right? Because I do all the talking. I'm going to do the comeback award first. So this one's tough for me. This person actually, it's funny, when she first came in for interviews, she's a lot like me. We're single moms. We've been through a lot. I'm not single anymore. I have an amazing husband, but I know what she's been through, and she dealt with some struggles during this program, but she came back. And you know, it takes a lot to admit when something happens, and you know, you did something wrong, or you fell and you went down. And I think, David, you talked a little bit about it. A lot of you have struggles, but I really related a little bit with this one. Julie Harkins, you get our comeback award. Sorry. Congratulations. Ugh, I wasn't gonna cry. All right. My next award is the perfect attendance. So this one was even tough this year to pick because I mean, we were in class, and we all know we have the 98% attendance policy. You're supposed to show up to every single class. But again, you all hit some bumps in a road. We all hit some bumps in the road, and we had to go on Zoom. So Tony had to pick who gets perfect attendance this year. And as you can see, there's a lot. So get ready. We got Nikki Duong, You want to give them out? Alondra Diaz. Miros Ruiz. We're going to go fast, like I said, because there's a lot of them. Chan Tang. Brendan Keller. Jordan Francis. Yarith M. Freddie Rodriguez. You know, I should make you guys run. I'm up here sweating. Let's go. Perry Raymond. Anthony Ortiz. Albert Cronin. Eric Young. Stephen Goler.
We just did this to make you keep getting up and down.
We wanted to make you all move. Rick Pock. Ty Neck. Joseph Lassard Ray. That's it. And Saren Yan. Congratulations. Yeah. She didn't realize we'd have grass and she's in high heels. All right, so next we have Mr. Tony with lots of awards to give out.
Okay, the next one we're going to give out is something that we came up with a few years ago that there were people that were deserving of awards and it didn't quite fit into any one particular category. They were just kind of special overall. So we came up with the Unsung Hero Award because we appreciate what you do all year long and you kind of do it below the radar and you work really hard. And those people are Rathanak Pak, step it up, it's hot over here. Make me change my mind. And Anthony Ortiz. Good job, thank you. Okay, so the next award is something I'm going to prevail upon Tiffany to come up here and pass out because she looks too comfortable.
I left my mask up there anyway. Okay. So this award is going to the overall Best Academic Student Award, and I don't think anybody's going to be even a little bit surprised. Ty Neck. Congratulations, Ty.
Thank you.
Stay, or are you good?
You want to do the team award?
Sure, why not? Yep.
We're all the same.
Okay, so the first award for the Team Red Fire Squad, that's Cheryl Chesbrough, Brendan Keller, Anthony Ortiz, Perry Raymond, and Myros Ruiz, top team of Class 21. Yep, you have, they're all the same, so it's okay.
No, I'll put mine on.
Congratulations, guys.
But LPS sucks. No, you can't use
Thank you. All right, the next awards are my special awards. We call them the Director's Awards. Notice how that works together. This award is the Class 21 for the E-Team Machinist Training Program. He has been a model teammate and shown superior dedication to the goals and disciplines of the E-Team in all areas of study. Awarded by me today to Albert Cronin. Now, this was particularly difficult this year, so I decided to give out 2 Directors Awards. And I could have given out 27 of them. I mean, you all deserve it, really, for what you've been through this year. But there's one person that every time I turned around was working so hard and achieving so much that I just had to give her a special award, and that's Alondra Diaz. Thank you, Alondra. You want to make a speech? Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to wait on this one, I think. Yeah, we have another special award that the 2 mics have to come up here and join me for. So, this is sort of the Craftsmanship Award, but I'll let them tell you about it.
So every year, we have at least one student who scares the crap out of us, pardon my language, by doing something completely unsafe. And normally, it's a chuck key. The lathes have these chuck keys on them, and a lot of times we'll walk by and we'll say, why is that chuck key still in the chuck while you're standing over here? And Mr. Leone, Mr. Mike over here, in his infinite wisdom, made sure that all the lathe chuck keys have springs on them now, so that if you let go of it, it pops out of the chuck and falls into the chip bed. So I couldn't get anybody for that anymore, but this gentleman found a way to impress us anyway. While working on a grinder, he sent this pot flying across the table and took a big bite out of the wheel, which is not easy to do. So, without further ado, Mr. Julio Cora, the Chucky Award winner for the class of 21. Congratulations. Not.
Just going to take a moment because we're having some technical difficulties, and I'm sure the people on Zoom would still like to see what's going on here, even though hopefully they're watching on Facebook, but here.
Yeah.
See, first virtual graduation, we get a little bumps, right? Huh? Yep. Exactly. It's a prototype.
Everybody warm enough?
They're all in the shade over there. We made sure that the students and teachers are nice and comfy.
What are we doing?
Trying to get on Zoom, but you have, you're not going to do?
Save that.
Okay. I was going to wait until we can get back on Zoom so they can see it, but. All right. Looks like that's not going to happen. So hopefully they realize they should jump on Facebook. All right. Where's my list? I'm going to have you guys sort of get ready to get up because we're going to start giving out your awards for completing the class. And we're going to go in alphabetical order so you can kind of figure out where you're at. All right. We're going to start with Cheryl Chesbro. Cheryl Chesbro. Did I just say that wrong? I did? Sorry.
Congratulations.
Julio Cora. Albert Cronin.
Great job, Al.
David Daigle.
That was awesome.
It was. Alondra Diaz. 673.
673, 675.
Nikki Duong.
Nikki Mai.
No, it's Jonathan Mai. Oh, well, you didn't put that on here. Yareth M.
Things are melting in the sun.
I'm melting in the sun. Jordan Francis. Stephen Goler.
Good job, Steve.
Julie Harkins.
Good job.
Brendan Keller.
Good job, Brenda.
Joseph Lassard Ray. Haley Lighthizer. Did he make it?
He's not here.
Ty Neck.
Good job, Pat.
Alex Ortiz. Oh, it's Anthony. Anthony Ortiz. Never knew that. Rick Pock.
That's an F.
I'm not saying that one. I'll mess that one up. Perry Raymond. Andre Robinson.
Good job.
Freddie Rodriguez. Miros Ruiz. How do you say Justin's last name? Is it Sorrell? Ciro? Sorois. Justin Sorois. Terrence Spence.
Got an E.
Oh, did you spell it wrong? Chan Tang. Saren Yan. And Eric Young. Why don't you all stand up so we can give you one final round of applause. Hold up those plaques. There they are, Class 21 of the ET Machinist Job Training Program. Yeah. Woo. You're up. Done.
She's done. And I'm melting.
You got Tony and Ty.
Go ahead, keep it up. I can wait. I got to move this into the shade. But. All right, I'd like to begin with a moment of silence for, in my estimation, a great man died last night. His name was Good Trouble, John Lewis. He was a great man, passed away, and this country has lost a lot. So if we could have just a moment of silence for him. Thank you. I'd like to begin by thanking Mayor McGee, who may or may not be out there watching us, Senator Crichton, Pete Capano, State Representative, for joining us today and congratulating you, our graduating class. These three gentlemen have been the pillars of the community that the E-Team has been built upon for 23 years now. And we couldn't be here without their understanding and their distinguished support. I also want to thank Seth Album and Kay for their technical wizardry that, for however this comes out, I'm sure it's going to work fine in the weeks to come. You'll be able to watch it again. Couldn't have done it without them. So thank you. Also, the New Lynn Coalition. Jeff Crosby is the executive director of the New Lynn. They're our new fiscal sponsor. They took us on in a time when we really needed it, in the middle of this program, and we're hoping for a long relationship into the future. Also, Adam Kaczynski, who's out there somewhere on the birth. He and his beautiful wife Hazel gave birth to a son this week, and Kay Kaczynski, congratulations. And Jennifer O'Neill from the GE Foundation for helping us out financially to get through this, and hopefully into the future. Also, they never get the credit they deserve. I'd like to thank Sharon Carter and Dave Beaton, if they can hear me, for all the help they've given me for the past who knows how many years. And they're the custodians here, and they just do a great job. Thank you, Sharon and Dave. So I got one word. Phew. We made it. We finally made it. So welcome to the ranks of graduates of the E-Team Machinist Training Program, Class 21. I salute you. Go ahead, clap for yourselves. You deserve a big round of applause. This is going to be like baseball this year when they have a cardboard people in the stands, you know, and somebody will get a hit and they'll say, how come nobody's cheering for me? All right, spoiler alert. This has been the year from hell. But you did it. No student group has ever had to face such an uphill battle as you people. But you did it. You hung in there, and we're proud of you. All of us on the staff are wholeheartedly impressed by you all. We've watched you all grow through the work that you've done and the way you've grown together as a team. Aside from knowing more math and how to use an edge finder, you all gained confidence and you have grown as people. Early on, it was easy to spot the major characters in this group. Big Joe was the outspoken one. Ty was the resident genius. But who knew that Cheryl had such vitality, or that Alondra had such a strong backbone? Freddie and Andrea just as quiet as they were the first day. All right? But Terrence makes up for that. And Alex is still wearing that damn Yankee hat. So I feel like my year isn't completed until I can find that thing and burn it. These people and all the other personalities out there, in your own way, contributed to the team bonding. These teams have gelled, becoming stronger over time, and then quite suddenly, we weren't together anymore. Boom. Just when you were developing as teammates and each other's customers, this plague hit, and what was a room full of familiar faces, hugging and fist bumping, became little window boxes on a computer screen or even a phone screen. But you did have those styling camo shirts that made you stand out. At this point in my yearly speech, I usually claim personal privilege. I've been accused of sermonizing on the burning issues of the day. but it's burning hot up here right there, so I'm going to skip that. You can applaud that, okay? Basically, what I usually do is subject our graduating class to the blessings and benefits of my deep, deep wisdom and amazing insights on virtually anything. Most of our past graduates have spent enough time with me to see through all this stuff and are kind enough to listen one last time while I'm in charge. But in a few short minutes, I'll no longer be the boss of you. That's something to celebrate as well. But you do have to listen one more time. And this time it's all about you. As time goes by, we'll look back on Class 21 as a class of firsts. This class was the first class to experience distance learning through the Zoom platform. I'm drowning. Using Edmodo and other software to communicate and learn. You were the first to work under the technological and just plain mind-numbing constraints of social distancing. Many of the members of this class hadn't even yet stood in front of a CNC mill. And here they were working virtually and watching video and helping each other. And then it was time to turn the damn machine on and do it. You had grasped the concepts in spite of all the obstacles against you, and you were proficient enough to pass a national certification test. Here you were straining and expanding your brains in concepts that you had not been properly introduced to, and yet you all did it. You all made that part, and we are extremely proud of you. We as teachers like to think we had a little to do with it, but the truth is you did the work and displayed the results in spite of absolutely everything stacked against you, including my constant nagging. This class was the first to experience my tremendous skill as a videographer, and our first class to do the majority of their learning on a simulator while watching that video. Now we, as the instructional staff, work pretty hard as well. I know that the professional teachers of the E-Team are the best in the business and care more for their students than anyone else I have ever met. But I'm sure they would all agree that without motivated students, it's impossible to teach. To both our staff and our students, to your tremendous credit, you have all surpassed all expectations anyone could have imagined when the pandemic hit. This class took care of each other. And on a personal note, I want you all to know that of all the adult training programs in the state of Massachusetts, on March 12th that were in session, there's only 2 that graduated, and you were one of them. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. It's always part of the pleasure of teaching in the E-Team to see the students and the teams come together and form lasting friendships. Sometimes that hasn't happened. We've had classes where students have been together for 9 months and then go away not even knowing each other's names. Others have formed lasting friendships and everything in between. Without any prodding or instigation from the staff, the members of this class decided they wanted everyone in the class to pass all the tests and get through this program. On your own time, you set up Zoom classes for everyone's benefit. You worked with materials we had provided online, and everyone joined in. We're, again, so very proud of you, and your success has been incredible. I have to tell you that I think most people who become machinists, become successful machinists, are generally hands-on learners. They're the type of person who saturate learning into their brains through their hands. Not everyone tests well. Everyone is a different type of learner. But we were a little short on hands-on this year. For that, I apologize to you all. Should have done more. We're happily moving along, oblivious to the outside world, sticking to a system designed to move people from manual machining over to the CNC world. Little by little, at your own pace, and wham, or rather, oops, it was all gone. We were locked out, unprepared, and without any resources or a clue how to get to our goals. Excuse me. Due to our shop rotation schedule, many students had spent more of their time in metal fab and welding and had a disproportionately short time in the machine shop. Not the way we planned it. I'm not sure we could have planned it if we knew it was coming. It wasn't fair, but as they say, it is what it is. And in reality, that is the real issue. Our students have been successful and prepared because you faced adversity, and you wouldn't let it stop you. Facing and overcoming adversity is what separates you from the herd. Don't ever forget that. Many of our students may not have been great in high school. What the heck was that? Some didn't know how to be students. Education was adversity to you. It was compounded by self-doubt, negative experiences, and fear of failure. Not all of you, but some. Having a team to lift you up when you're afraid is a powerful thing. Having those going through the same ordeal who are pulling for you to succeed is a great asset. So that some of you watching this event remotely, if possible, can understand, imagine you're running a race with 29 other people. And the winner of this race will achieve high honors over their lifetime. Then imagine that some of the runners are lagging behind. So the leaders take it upon themselves to turn around and encourage and help the others to be leaders. That's what a team does for you. Our students, after today, are in competition with one another. You're going to all go out trying to get the same jobs. In this uncertain world, that has become more evident than ever. But these people put that aside, and I commend you for it. I can't tell you how impressive that is as a teacher or an administrator. As long as there are people like you, I think the country is going to be okay. We, the older baby boomers, can leave things in your capable hands. It's a sad truth that the families and friends of these remarkable people are not here to rise and give you the ovation you deserve. But just know they are very, very proud of you. And so am I. This is your moment in the shade. Excuse me. So I have one more award. And this is our class valedictorian award. And this was very close. By percentage points, we had one person that stood above the rest, but not by a lot. You know? But I'm sure no one will be surprised that it was Ty.
How are you guys doing? First off, I would like to thank Mayor McGee, Senator Crichton, Representative Capano, and Director Crosby for being with us. Your support shows your dedication to the future of manufacturing in Massachusetts. Thank you. And I would like to thank our friends and family at home for tuning in. We are deeply grateful for your support and wish you could be here, but alas, things could not be so. Thank you for supporting us throughout this journey. Well, guys, here we are. The long-awaited day, graduation. Not too long ago, it seemed like a distant island on the horizon, and in order to reach it, we had to brave 40 feet swells and shark-infested waters. But we did it, and here we are. Let that sink in for a moment while I reflect back on everything we've done to get here. In the beginning, Pam's team building exercises helped us break the ice with one another, which, by the way, my team won the first exercise, but only through the disqualification of 2 teams. I believe it was the blue team and the red team. If y'all remember, Joe Lannon actually stood on the desk and taped the string to the ceiling and got DQ'd like right away. And then the red team, so as Pam was coming to measure their tower, it fell right down. They got DQ'd right away too. Bye. That day stood out to me because it was the first time we felt like a team together. Then Mike Pickering, he taught us how to read blueprints upside down, one-eyed closed, and hands tied behind our backs. I'm almost positive he has GD&T symbols somewhere tattooed in his body. Next, we learned coding on the simulators with Mike Leone. And I recall him enjoying a luxurious surf and turf dinner every night in his talking about his Ferrari. There are limits to what we can take, Mike. And with Fernando and Joe, we learned the art of metal fabrication. Do you guys remember how Joe would serenade us on his guitar while we worked on the flowers? I don't know about you guys, but I was swooned by the fountain. Of course, we can't forget about Tim and Kif's unhealthy obsession with right triangles. Seriously, guys, get some help. And lastly, the fear that grips you inside your heart when Tony singles you out and asks you a question in front of everyone in the shop. It's horrifying. It's the stuff of nightmares, y'all. But all good things must come to an end. Halfway through the program, something unexpected happened that disrupted our lives and may have changed the world as we know it. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about Tom Brady leaving New England. My world has become dimmer since. But in all seriousness, the pandemic sidelined all our plans and sent the program into a grinding halt. Little did we know that that Wednesday night in March would be our last time sharing a classroom together. Not only did it end all our classes and shop times, but it sidelined our New Vision class project as well. It was going to be magnificent, a cam device that animates a flying dragon through rotational force. As your project manager, I was ready to drop the axe and rule with an iron fist to those that would not pull their own weight. Y'all know who you are. Y'all dodged a bullet there. Nevertheless, even a global pandemic cannot stop the E-Team train. Through sheer willpower and hard work, our amazing faculty pulled off an astonishing feat. They rallied together and transformed the program to rival that of an online college course. Honestly, though, I've taken online classes before, and I can say for certain that these Zoom conferences and Edmodo combo are far more effective and surpasses any accredited institution I've experienced. Our national and state certification are evidence of that. This is the result of the faculty that deeply cares for the academia of their students. E-Team Class 21, I ask you to get up on your feet and give the faculty a round of applause for their amazing work in light of the pandemic. It has been a wonderful journey full of exciting moments and their fair share of obstacles. I'm sure the faculty can agree that there has been no year prior like ours. We leaned upon one another, studied together, tutored each other, and I can say veritably that we are a team. I have such faith in this program because I am a product of it, and you guys are as well. But know this, our education is ongoing. There is so much more to learn when we enter the workforce. As some of you may already know, I've had the pleasure of working this past month as a CNC machinist, and all my coworkers are impressed by the level of training I've received from this program. I am certain you guys will receive the same praise, and even though we are in the swell of a pandemic, you can be optimistic about our future. Tony and the rest of the gang has worked hard to ensure the advanced level of training that makes E-Team grads highly coveted in the workforce. In closing, I am honored to be chosen to speak today. However, I feel that there are other grads that are as equally deserving as I am to be up here. It was a pleasure working with them and witnessing their leadership to guide their teams and even myself through the chaos of the pandemic. To me, a leader elevates the whole team, and I believe they truly exemplify it. I would like them to come up here and be recognized as well and help me give out these class gifts to the faculty. So please make your way up here, guys. Eric Young, Joe Lassard, Perry Raymond, and Dave Daigle. Come on up here. Do you guys want to say a few words? Joe, please say a few words. Yeah, Perry and Joe.
Perry, get Perry.
I just want to say thanks for the teachers, best teachers I ever had. I learned so much this year. I didn't like school, but coming to class every day, I was so happy to see you guys, and I loved every second of it. Thank you, guys.
Joe, can you say a few words?
Thanks, guys, for your dedication. Thank you for the teams not giving up. Kind of the same thing as my speech before, but yeah. I think one thing to remember is that we've all created a network here, a network of people who have jobs at other places. You know, keep that in mind as you go forward in life. You know, social media, Facebook, text messages, we're all just one message away. If you're ever in trouble or need a job or anything like that, we have our own personal network. And use that to your advantage, because we know you, so we can give you good references and so on and so forth.
Thank you, guys. I give you the class of 21.